by chance sees is this. He sees what looks like nearly like a little outpost, like a little area that leads into the behind the forest, and you see this man and his eyebrow walk up to a guy,
Mm-hmm.
and they're
Am
having
I close? Am I like close enough, but yet still stealthy? Like that they don't that I can hear their conversation.
you wouldn't be able to hear their conversation because there's nothing to physically hide behind that would make
I'm
it.
in the tree line, bro.
Okay, well, you still can't. They're lit. He just walks up and he flashes his brooch,
Mm-hmm.
and the guy lets him walk in. He disappears through into the building.
I have a sharp knife. Can I can I do my stealth check?
For what?
I want to sneak up behind this front gate guy.
And do what?
Mada.
You're not gonna be able to just kill
Murder
him with
in
one shot.
cold blood.
You're not gonna be able to kill this man in one shot. But you can.
I got. I'm a trained a ninja assassin. I know where to hit in the jugular.
Did she see what the brooch looked like?
He actually showed it to you before. It was the one with. It was a golden one with MRR on it.
And where
Fine.
is this Magnus guy's place? The building?
He from what you know is generally in Frack City. That's where he's based.
My
could
bloodlust
totally go back.
quenched, but I'm going to go back to my friends and let them know what I've seen.
I mean,
Because team effort. And revenge is a dish best served cold and laid out like a good old plan.
the next time we go to Frack City, we might be able to get one of those. I'm sure there's someone who has it around the building.
Yeah, you could imagine that. You also remember vaguely that a few of the other people that you. What have I done? What have I done? Stupidly closed Roll20. A few of the other people that you've encountered have also had a similar brooch. You remember the girl that you stole the Marowak from? She had one.
They're all fucking connected.
And I think that's the only other person you know has one.
I'm gonna look around. Anyone want to go find Boris?
Is that the old man?
It's a guy we stole his McDonald's coupon from.
Oh my god.
Fuck
TikTok
yeah.
Boris.
He's probably the best bet to steal from.
that's a pretty fair assumption. If you remember correctly, the next time you can get to your computer, Boris did post a lot of stuff on Instagram and TikTok.
Yeah. I was gonna look. I have the phone. Do I have internet access? Can I look?
Yeah, you can have a look.
Okay, let's look at his Instagram here.
So, you pull up Boris' Instagram since you only checked it a few days ago, but there's been like 16 more posts. You see that he was briefly in the riots outside of the tower, the ones you went past. You can see he was at this waterfall literally yesterday, and he took a whole bunch of selfies. He had tea with the old man. He was at the gate, but the guy wouldn't let him through. But you can see he took a selfie with that guy anyway. And you can actually see, at the minute, he is taking a selfie next to a house that has a tree built into it. And he's like, holy shit, tree house. That's hype.
Well, I mean,
did he post his location with
So-
it, like in Facebook? Like you can
Yeah.
add your location.
So, this is what that tree house looks like. If you can see the map right now, you can see it should be at the top middle. This is what it looks like, and he has tagged it as Agate Village. Is where he is right now.
Agate Village.
Yep, which is here or forest. Sorry, village, forest, same difference.
and where are we?
Yous are about here.
We might as well go there. He clearly doesn't have the brooch, but oh my god, double voice. He clearly doesn't have the brooch, but I mean, we might be able to find out from him who does, or where
Very
to get them.
possible. It's very possible. You remember, obviously, he had a bit of connection with some of them. He has some of the shadow Pokemon. So, what do you want to do? You can chance your arms and follow that guy down south, or you can head up north, see maybe some other people have business in Agate Forest, or there's a few other things. Do you remember Professor Shin mentioned that's where the legend of Celebi is supposed to be from, and Celebi was known to purify Pokemon, even though she thinks it's a load of bullshit?
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Will we have a chance to come back down?
But you can come back down whenever you want.
We can go anywhere whenever we want.
What do you guys think? Should we go up to Agate, take his brooch, and come back down and try to get in through the front gate?
I don't think Boris has a brooch, but because otherwise he would have let him in. Pretty sure Boris might be a laughingstock to them. I'm sure it didn't help that we stole the goddamn Salazzle.
Yeah. Probably got that revoked.
Scary.
Hideko will sit up with his hands kind of, or with his head kind of in his hands, and he'll just say, "I don't think we're ready for these people."
The only thing I could think we could do is use one of the other Pokemon, the aggressive ones, to see if we can fly our way in, but I don't think that'll help us either.
We're not that charming.
I mean, Deco appears to be.
True, he is.
Yeah, we should just go to Agate, but... Gotcha!
I feel you.
Agate.
Yeah.
Gate. Gats.
I get the that place. The forest
AC.
village. The big AG.
I'll follow you guys because I'm still angry at this whole thing.
You got his
Yeah.
comb still?
Yeah.
Can I have it?
Yes. Here you go.
I got dogs and I'm a hunter, so I'm gonna keep that.
Well, wash it so you don't dye their hair.
No, don't wash it. I need the scent. I need the scent.
Oh.
Just gonna track
No.
We can track him eventually. I don't want to wash this, please no.
See, I like
I'm not gonna use this weird comb.
I like that Serena had this nice little, oh, you could look after the dogs and give them a nice comb. And then Red's like, no, we're going to use it to hunt him down.
Wait, your dogs can do that?
I'm a hunter.
They actually can't do that, yeah. I'm pretty sure
What?
there's a tracker ability that I knew that definitely Miso has, that he can, it has to be within a certain distance, but they can do that.
I guess Hideko stands up, stops wallowing, and he dusts his pants off, and he says, "I think the only thing that'll help us now is if we can actually function as a team."
Yeah.
We ran into that.
We didn't work together at all. Yeah, so
Right.
Serena agrees with Sudeku, and yeah, she stands by him on that.
I think he was just too strong.
I feel like we all have our strengths, and if we were to work together as a team, we could have played that out a lot better.
And if I was to, Roger sort of pops his head and he goes, I know I'm guilty of this, but we probably shouldn't split up.
Don't split the party.
I just wanted to explore. How was I supposed to know there'd be an asshole just fighting our legendary Pokemon in a corner?
I know. Well, now we know that we always have to go in teams.
Yeah, and Roger's like, yep. And what else we learned? He is
Roger
nice.
should hide in a house.
We learned that Roger doesn't know how to fuck Roger. I don't know what to say.
Not a team player, guys.
Roger's like, look, sometimes I forget I exist, okay?
Yeah, so do we.
He's like, whoa, that was really hurtful.
I'm sorry, Roger. I'm sorry, Roger.
Yeah,
Come here,
it's
baby. I love you. I love you.
Clap him.
Yeah. Get away from me.
this is very beautiful.
I'm sorry, baby. Come back. That's okay.
Okay.
Get your goddamn hands off of me.
Oh god, this should be a case study for oh, but yeah, he's like, look, I support going to Agate village as well. Celebi could be an alien for all I know, and I'm into that. As you know, that's my whole existence. I like aliens.
Roger, you're not attracted to aliens, are you?
It depends.
Fucking creep.
Whoa.
Do we need to
Oh no, he's always a creep. Okay, guys.
do we need to take that lunatone
No, he. That's not. He doesn't. No.
Need to talk to
Is
the authorities.
Oh, we got thick. I'm taking that.
CPS? It's CPS. It's no, it's PPS. Pokemon Protective Services. Should we have to call them?
Yeah, he's like, no, don't worry about that. It's fine. And he's like, shall we head off? Yay! It's journey time.
Yeah,
It's journey
later.
time. Woo-hoo-hoo. Let's forget what we were talking about and let's go forward.
as Roger walks off alone into the distance. Sadeko reiterates his point of not. I don't have the words for it, but I think what he's trying to say is that we just need to
Live to win.
sort of coordinate.
I think
can't
we
just-
should. Oh, sorry.
He's also guilty of just running kind of carelessly into things, and I think all of us tend that was a perfect example of us just kind of fucking going for it.
Okay, both me and Clay are sneaky people, so maybe we should make team groups for whoever's Pokemon fight the best together.
Mm-hmm.
And one of you comes with one of us sneaky ones.
Well, I feel if you guys go first as sneaky, we don't have to talk about these now.
Well, it's
but
a balance.
Just,
though,
just
I
a
mean.
general. Well, I was gonna say, just as a general kind of thing, you guys are the scout team, and then we can come in to support.
All right. Well, I was scouting
You know.
Okay.
So
my own
Uh,
self-interest.
I guess it's not my fault. I should have stayed with you. I wanted to go with you. I'm all over the
Not
place.
your fault. I'm just being.
Yeah. Roger walks up and says, guys, I don't think we have to
Roger's
blame.
fault.
We don't have to blame anyone. I think we can all equally take the blame.
We can all blame you, Roger. Where were you?
Let me
was
sit that back.
interesting with the water?
I was given back to society. I had to see the old man. I wanted to hear his life story. And give
You
him
know what,
back.
Roger?
But what's his life
Roger,
story?
give us all of the contents of your backpack. I feel like you owe us money.
Roger, let me see your bag.
He opens.
I hope that water was magical.
He opens up his bag and you see he has like a few Pokeballs in there that are full. They have Pokemon in them. You just haven't seen them. Because he likes his Lunatone, the favorite, because it's an alien. He has a body pillow, and he has
Of what?
just like an actual thing to help him sleep. There's nothing on it. It's just a body sized
God
pillow.
damn it.
It's
And
just Roger from American Dad.
yeah, and he has just like other knickknacks. He's like, I don't have any money. I don't. That's not what I do. And he's like, if I remember correctly, we went on an adventure together, and I told you you can take everything that was in that cave. I
We're
don't
not
want it.
robbing Roger. I was joking. I was upset. He's fine.
I look at Roger and I'm gonna prove you're a pervert and walk away.
He's like, I like to be exposed.
Mission accomplished.
You're kind of a weirdo. Maybe we should just rob him and leave it here.
He's like, yeah. Oh well, what's that about going to the next place?
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah. Woo.
Let's move on. We've harassed Roger.
So, what we'll do is there isn't really a route, but basically your options you have here are you can either take the left to go Kaminko Forest if you really want to go there. Ludicolo Land is under construction right now and not available. Or you can just beeline it straight to the Agate village.
Let's just beeline.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Okay. Everything's gonna be okay. Oh, there you all are.
Oh, 1 second. I'm gonna grab my charger.
Yeah, no bother. Dun, dun, dun. There we go. So, you arrive. You walk across a bridge. It's surrounded. Basically, this like part of the forest is surrounded by water, and it leads you into this lovely town that's extremely bright and colorful, and a lot of the houses are like inbuilt into trees, similar to the one at the back. I just haven't got the roots in. You can see it's like bustling enough considering it's in the middle of a forest. There's a lot of waterfalls, a lot of buildings, a lot of people about, and generally just a really peaceful place. It looks like basically the town was built around nature opposed to them destroying it to put stuff in. They've physically put themselves, like built their buildings into the nature, built it into the landscape so that it doesn't mess it up too much. What you remember from... Well, I just realized Liz isn't here, so she's not going to hear any of this.
Oh no, I'm here.
Oh, sweet. So, what you remember from what Professor Shin told you is that there is legends of celery from this place from literally about 60 plus years ago, but it hasn't really been brought up since. It's as if there's some sort of legend about it, but she doesn't believe any of this stuff and thinks it's a load of crap. You don't really have any leads on exactly who you need to speak to in here, but there's a few people out in the street, there's a few buildings. You can explore, you can chat to people in the street, you can do whatever you want. It's up to you.
Go to the tree.
Okay.
I think Sudeka was a little iffy on the whole Celebi thing, but after the whole thing with Roger and the fucking whatever that thing was,
Yeah.
I think he's a little more interested now.
So, you go, or well, Red wants to go to the big tree. You go to the big tree, and you notice that it is. You sort of walk up to it, and it is what looks to be a house, and it just says village. Like it has like a sign on it, basically saying "Village Elders Home." Like the village elders' home.
I'm gonna knock on the door, see if he's there.
Very presumptuous that it's a man. You knock on the door.
Yeah, I failed a. There's a name for that test, and I failed it.
You knock on the door, and as you do that, sort of the door sort of like automatically slides open, and you see a old woman who looks to be about in her 80s, with sort of like grey, half, let's say strawberry blonde or ginger hair. Looks like the colour sort of going out on them, and she sort of just looks at you. She's dressed like in like a sort of like kind of like robes, nearly like sort of like robes with floral patterns on them. Like a komodo, sort of. I can't think of a better word. And she answers the door and goes, hello, can I help you?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to find my friend. He came over this way. I pull out the Instagram, like, did you see him hanging around here? I saw him outside this house. His family's worried about him.
She squints at the picture. She's like, Boris? You're looking for Boris?
Oh, you know him?
Oh, everybody knows Boris. Oh, what a guy. Yeah, he's here. He's staying here at the minute.
Oh, here?
Yeah, and she like invites you in, and as you come in, like her house is massive. It is like a 3 or 4 story house. It's nearly got like 3 like houses built within it. As you look up, you can see the like inside of the tree trunk, and essentially like there's rooms that come off. As it sort of has like a spiral staircase that goes up, and there's a whole bunch of rooms that go off like into the tree trunk. He's like, yeah, he's here. He's staying here with me for a while. He came into town, and he was so excited about like how built my house was. He came in, and we had a lovely chat. Oh, what a lovely guy. Why would his parents be worried about him?
Like, you know how excitable he is. He kind of wanders off a lot without telling anyone.
Oh, that makes sense to me. And he goes, just so I can ask, what's your name, ma'am? Just I can go get him now.
Matt, what's the professor's name again? I just forget.
Shin.
Shin. All right. Just call me Dr. Shin.
He's like, okay. He sort of looks at you. She's like, let me see if he's in. And she closes the door and locks it. And you hear her like walking upstairs. And about 30 seconds later, she comes back down, unlocks the door, and she goes, oh, it looks like he's actually not here right now.
Alright, well, do you have a bar in town?
And she points, like, sort of south of her house, down here, if you can see it. And she's like,
Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Where is it?
It's along the coast there.
Alright, well, if you can let him know that I'll be waiting there for him later. Whenever he comes back.
Like, yeah, no problem. I will let him know.
Hey, thank you. Sorry about that.
Like, no problem, dear. And the door, she shuts the door on you, and you hear it lock again.
Sorry. Sudeko, did he wander over here? I see he's right here.
Oh yeah, I was gonna go with you. I just forgot to say.
I look at him like, are you frozen in time?
You see Rogers like having a look around. He's like, "Oh wow, look at this tree. Whoa!" He's just like observing all the like weird like phenomenons in the town. What does Serena and Sadeko or Kawaii-chan or Sadeko? You want to do anything? Do you want to get a lay of the land? Do you want to see what you see? You want to know what you do? You want to do how it be?
I'm gonna stare out into the ocean right now
Yeah.
because I'm still in a little bit of a
Kawaii-chan is reflecting.
Yeah.
Kawaii-chan.
and the fact that I had such intense bloodlust that I'm like, how can I like either become a better person, which is what everybody wants,
Like, can
Or
I just
how-
kill this guy?
or yeah, like what's so wrong with me doing that? Like, there's nothing wrong with me doing that, right? And like, are there guns in this universe? Is like, can I just take a kitchen knife and sharpen it really well? Can I get a dagger somehow? Like,
When you're
these
thi-
are the thoughts running through my head at the current moment.
So the thoughts you go, oh, I know there are no guns in this world. What's a gun? It doesn't exist. You you
My
think,
my isekai from the other life.
yeah. You're like, I weirdly remember from another life this thing called a gun, and that people go pew pew with them, but I don't think they exist here. You know that obviously knives and stuff do exist. It's just in this magical world, stabbing someone once does not instantly kill them.
Yeah, but they haven't thought of stabbing in the neck, twisting, and pulling out forward.
Yeah, and then what happens is he goes, "Oh, my HP isn't done, and I'm completely fine."
Human physics! Come on, man!
Yeah, but it's a game, and that's not how that works. Otherwise, I would just tell like Agron to have sat on you, and you would have died instantly. Because
Yeah.
it literally weighs like more than a car.
Mm-hmm.
It just be like that sometimes.
This whole conversation is happening in Kwai-chan's head.
In her head, yeah, she's
Yeah,
always
all this in my
angrily
head.
staring at the ocean.
yeah, she's like, if only I had stabbed him. She's like, oh, but what if he had sat on me? Oh no. Like, I have to obey the laws of this universe.
Kawaii-chan knows very well that she isekai
Kwai-chan's
here.
super meta.
Yeah.
She's like breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah, and she's like, okay, I need to remember that I only have one standard action, a swift action, and a...
It's like, fuck these rules. I can't even break out of my chains, man.
Alright. While Kwai-chan's reflecting, what's Serena do?
What's this building here?
You go up this building.
Yeah, the
And-
one that I'm sitting in.
Yeah, and you look inside and you see that it's got like a sign on it, and it's a Pokemon sanctuary.
Okay, can I go in there and check it out?
Excuse me. You go in and you see a woman in there. Her name is not known to you. Don't know why I was going to tell you off the bat. And you see that she's surrounded by like a whole bunch of eggs and a whole bunch of like baby Pokemon. And like her and like another man are like running around like chasing after all these little tiny Pokemon. You see like a wee Pidgey, you see a Rattata, you see like a whole bunch of other like weakish looking Pokemon, and they're like running around playing with them and chasing after them, making sure they're not destroying the place.
Serena's eyes get all watery because this was the life she was supposed to have with her husband. But now he ran out, he's gone, and she's just looking sadly at all of them.
And the woman notices you when he comes in. She's like, "Oh, are you here to help us out? Are you here to volunteer? We put the ad out. We didn't think anyone was going to come."
Yeah, I'll volunteer for a little bit.
She's like,
She
"Oh."
says tearfully.
Like, "Oh, perfect," and she like brings you over and it's like, "Don't need to cry. It's not gonna be that bad. Don't worry. We'll get through this together." And she's like, "My name's Gavin. This is my husband Stacy. We're gonna get this. We're gonna do this. It's gonna be fine. It's not that bad. They're all lovely." And you see her. She's like holding like a whole bunch of, there's like an Ekans like around her neck, and she's holding like everything at once, and they're all like hugging her and all. And she's like, don't worry. And there's like a Lillipup there's all these little tiny Pokemon, and she's like, what I'm gonna need you to do is, can you go and clean? There's like an incubation room out the back with all the eggs in it. Would you mind just going and making sure they're all clean or nothing's hatched when we were paying attention? Like, thanks so much.
Serena tearfully goes and starts to clean with her Litwick on her shoulder and Yamask like patting her back.
As you go in the room, you see you see like rows and rows, literally about 50 eggs of all different shapes and all different sizes. You see like ones that they look like a rock. You see some that have like polka dot patterns. You see ones with like stripe patterns, and you see one that's like shaking around, like as if something trying to get out.
Oh. Okay, so she goes to the one that's shaking around and like observes it.
So you sit down, and I guess you sit and watch it. And as you're watching it, you see like the egg is like changing color, like it's going between white, blue, red, like before it's even hatching. But you see like it's just constantly changing, like between like black, blue, like a whole bunch of random different colors, as if it's not even keeping still. And you see it then eventually glows, and the egg breaks open, and you see a little four-legged creature with two little ears, like a mane of like white fluff, and you recognize this Pokemon almost instantly as an Eevee. And
What?
it looks at you, and then it just goes like, makes the little noise, the Eevee or whatever the hell noise it makes as it sees you. it starts crying.
Oh no, you're crying together. Aw.
Imagine,
I'm just hugging the Eevee as we both sob.
as you're crying, Gavin and her name's Stacy. I don't know why I called her Gavin originally. Her name was
I
Stacy.
like you call her Gavin and the other one's Stacy.
Yeah.
It's funny.
The other way around is what I meant.
I know, but I like it like this way. It's funny.
She comes in. She goes, "Oh, did that egg hatch? The glowy one?"
Glowy one.
Because it was changing colors. She refers to it as a glowy one.
Eevee, and she's sad.
She comes over and she looks at it and is like, we've had this egg for only a few weeks, and someone just left it sitting at our door. Normally that tends to be what happens, but it was really strange because she's like, you can normally identify a Pokemon egg by what it looks like on the outside. She points at like the rocky one and goes, "It's a Geodude. Like, I can tell. I've seen enough of these." And she's like, "But this one was strange, like, because it kept changing color. We had literally no idea what it was or why it was doing that, and I didn't even expect it to be an Eevee. It's just really strange. We don't know where it came from. We don't know who. Normally people leave them off, on person. Sometimes they leave them at the doorstep, but it's pretty obvious what they're going to be. Like, but we had no idea what this was. It just seemed extremely out of the normal."
Sweet Eevee.
And as the Eevee like stops crying and then like snuggles up like into you.
Aww. And Serena's slowly trying to calm down as she cuddles with the Eevee.
The woman looks at you and goes, "Oh, looks like that Eevee really likes you. You get it, stop crying already." Maybe it just like, "Well, wait, why are you crying?"
Well, she starts to explain to Gavin about how her husband's missing and how they had plans of opening a Pokemon sanctuary just like this and running it together.
Like, "Oh, I see. That's why you were crying when you keep that." Yeah, she's like, "That makes so much sense." Normally, it's like I was so blacked out. I just thought everyone's miserable every day. It's like, it's not that bad, You live and you learn. And he's like, "Look, we obviously keep these Pokemon because no one else has. Like, they don't have a place to go. We can't release them into the wild because they've lived with people forever long. Like, do you want the Eevee? Do you want to keep it? It seems to like you."
I would really like to. I'll give her a nice home and love her and take care of her.
And she's like, that's all we can ask for.
And make sure she's never sad.
She looks at you and is like, "Look, I know this is what you said you and your husband wanted to do, and the whole story is a confusing one, but I when you get back together, I know you'll find him. You can reach out to Gavin and Stacy. We'll help you out. Because God, we need it. If we had another sanctuary somewhere, it would help us out as bad as as much as you would like to do it." And
that would be wonderful. And then with the Eevee in one arm, she goes to hug Gavin.
Gavin takes
Thank
the hug.
you so much, Mrs. Gavin.
She's like, "Thanks." Like, she gives you like a business card and she's like, "If you need us, that's our number. Seriously, give us a call if you ever need anything. Because as much as you just got here, I feel it. I feel you. I feel that you're gonna love this Eevee. I feel you, brother."
I love this Eevee already. I'm gonna name her Stella.
Stella. She's like, "That's great. That's a great name."
Stella.
And she's like, "Look, why don't you chill out for a little bit?
Okay.
We'll get everything else sorted." And you see, like, as she turns around, all the Pokemon that were like around her earlier just like piled on top of her. She's like, the Ekans has wrapped itself back around her neck, and she's like, "Fun every day." And she's like, she runs back out to get them fed and sorted. Oh. Well, that's
Serena's
happening.
just gonna chill there, surrounded by the Pokemon and her new Eevee. Yay! Can you play that song now? The Capture the Pokemon song.
I don't have it. What's the only one? I don't think I have any. They're like, no, this is. I don't have it.
Dang.
This is the only one that I have that's like, woo. Or this one.
I didn't hear it. That's okay.
It's the fur one. Anyway, while that's happening.
Yay! Got a new Pokemon!
Is Kawaii-chan still reflecting on life?
She's a little better. Now she can rejoin, I think.
Fair. And what's Hideko doing? Is he just still zoned out staring at Red, having a full-blown conversation?
Yeah.
And Roger's just looking at the roots.
I've just been looking around.
Hey, how well can I
Occasionally
swim?
giving Roger the stink eye.
What was the question? Sorry.
How well can I swim?
Can you swim?
Yeah, can I swim?
Yeah.
Because I want to know what's inside this dark tunnel over here.
Let's pretend you can't see that dark tunnel.
But I was reflecting by the ocean for so long.
I'm telling you, you cannot see the dark tunnel. Said dark tunnel is not canon right now.
Okay, so I rejoined Mela and just like, hey, what's up? Nice new Pokemon. What's his name? That's all I got.
Bella. I haven't left the house though. I'm
It's
like
just-
still there.
Yeah, Mel's still inside looking at. Do you want to go into the sanctuary as well, Kawaii-chan?
Yeah, I'll go with her.
But she's already
in there.
Well, she's already. So you walk
Sorry.
in,
I'll go in there.
and you see Gavin and Stacy, and Stacy comes up to you, and he's like, "Oh, and not 2 volunteers in one day." And he's like, "Woo!" He's like, "Come on in. We got stuff to do."
Okay.
And he brings you in, he's like, "Oh, if you don't know, we're a Pokemon Sanctuary. We look after Pokemon that have been abandoned. It's great." He shouts at Gavin. He's like, "Gavin, 2 volunteers in one day?" And they're like, "Whoo, sheesh." And he's like, "Look, this is what I need you to do." And he hands you like the biggest bag of food you've ever seen. It's about the size of you. He's like,
Mm-hmm.
you gotta feed these. You gotta feed these. And he's like, there's like a whole like different like room of like bowls. He's like, just fill them up. Fill them up. He's like, "Can you do that for
Got
me?"
it. Yeah, got it.
He's like, "Oh, thank you,
So I
thank you."
have Munchlax and did her help.
Yeah. In my mind, Munchlax like eats one and then puts one in the bowl.
And I'm like, damn it, Munchlax, what the hell are you doing? Buddy, stop.
One for me, one for you, one for me, one for you.
No, Mooney, it's for them. It's all for them. Stop eating it. Or you're going back in your Pokeball. I take out Picky Pecker. I take out all my Pokemon. You know what? They're all just gonna help me out today. Punchy Baggy's coming out.
Mhm.
So is the
Yeah,
only
that's
one
what
who's
region we're
well,
in,
you know
so-
what? Marowak is coming out too. So is Picky Pecky. I think that's all. And Pouchers.
They're actually in
Can't
that
forget
region, so
Pouchers.
that's why this is what this village is.
All my Pokemon are out. All right.
Okay.
They chillin'. They're helping me, like, you know, move the bags, being all cooperative. Marowak's just in a corner, being broody like a teenager, but that's okay, because you know what? I'm just waiting for him to turn for me, so.
Whenever Marowak like sitting in the corner, being like all edgy and angsty, he's joined in the corner by there's I don't know if you know the Pokemon. There's a Pokemon called Scraggy, and it's got like a little hood that it wears because it uses like the loose bits of its skin that it's supposed to be like
Yeah.
a snake, and it like puts its hood up, and it sits it sits next to Marowak, looking all edgy together in the corner.
Oh my god, that's so adorable.
And you can see like it's trying to like imitate, like it sees Marowak as like this big thing. It's trying to like copy him, like sit there like all like like tough looking. Yeah, so you get all the food out, no problem. All your guys come out and help out, and Gavin walks, or Stacy, sorry, he walks back in, and he's like, "Got it done already? We got some good workers with us today. We got some good workers." And he's like, "Oh, are these your Pokemon?" And he like looks at all the Pokemon that you have out. He's like, "Oh my god, look at the Munchlax." And he like tries to pick him up, but he's too heavy. So instead, he like squishes his wee cheeks, and he's like, "Oh, he's a cute little boy." He's like, "Oh wow, is that a Ditto?" And he's like poking the Ditto to see like how like he's super hyperactive. He's poking him. He's like, "Oh, it's not like jelly, but it is." And then he like sees the Marowak and he's like, "Whoo, flamey sticks!" And he literally just petting and touching all of your Pokemon. He's just a really crazy guy.
Awesome.
And yeah, they're like, "Look, we don't need anything else done today. It's getting pretty late in the night. Thank you so much. Really appreciate your help."
So I say bye and like what's it called? I say bye to Scraggy. He's super cute, you know, brooding like a teenager.
He like puffs his chest out at you, like as you walk past. Like,
Do I give him a fist bump? Can he do fist bump?
as you like put the fist bump out, he sort of like tries to ignore you, and then gives you like a little tap.
I pat his head and I like start to leave.
As you pat his head, he like puts his hood back up as if like, "Fuck you, don't mess with my hair."
Does Scraggy want to come with me?
As you like go to leave, he's like just staring at you.
Can I ask Gavin to take him?
Yeah. Well, Stacy or Gavin look at you and they go, "Oh, you want to take Scraggy? You want him?"
Why does no one else want him? Does somebody else want him?
And they're like, "Oh fuck, no, you can have him." It's like he is a troublemaker.
I already have one of those. What's one more gonna do?
Yeah, and they give you like his Pokeball, but like, "Here, you can have him." It's like, just to let you know, he is mischievous. He always manages to steal something. He always tries to like. He's just a pain, but of course we love him.
Oh my gosh! I like to steal things too. Beautiful. I have a little kleptomaniac buddy now. All right, come on.
As you say that, they sort of like, okay, cool.
Steal hearts, duh.
Oh,
Yeah, for sure.
That's really cool. Thanks so much for helping us out. Yeah, and they're sort of like push. They're like, "Ha ha ha!" They're like pushing you out. It's like, "Yeah, I'm so helpful." And they see, they're like, Serena say the same thing. Serena's like, "Look, you've been super helpful today. Thank you so much. You can leave now if you want, or you can stay, but we don't have too much more that needs done."
All right, so I have Scraggy now.
I don't have his Pokedex thing or his thing, but I'll give it to you next time we play.
Beautiful.
Same with Evie.
Is he happy that he left with me?
Well, he never looks happy. He looks.
That's okay. It's fine. But does he look slightly more content
Than
He's
Meryl
walking out of this place?
he puts like as he walks outside, he like puts his hand in his pocket and he's walking with like, you know, like Conor McGregor. He like but keeps his hand in his pockets, but like just swings his arms as he walks. Like he's the shit.
I love it. Oh my god, yes. All right. So.
And then Evie's still asleep in Serena's arms. I assume, unless you put her down, but she's asleep.
You know what? Scraggy will be renamed to Shaggy.
That's cute.
That is fair. What is Serena and Red, or not Serena, sorry, Red and Sadeko doing?
Look, I'm like, just want to wait at the bar for Boris, see if he shows up. I don't know what else to do.
Could use a drink.
Yeah, let's go to the bar.
You go to the bar, and as you go to the bar, you walk in, and you hear some music playing, you see a band playing, and at the bar, you see Boris, and you see Sebastian. You remember who he is.
Oh no.
Do you remember who he is? Would you like me to remind you?
The
Oh, I
mayor's
know it is.
assistant
Yeah, we
guy,
know
yeah.
it is.
Mm-hmm. They're both sitting at the bar having a conversation. And I
We
think
just
that's a perfect time to end.